What is up, guys? This is RIzzyPOW, and this is going to be week 5 of the TBU, the Battle Union, up against L5, a new coach. He replaced Kelly in the, Maryland Terrapins? I think that's Kelly's name. He replaced that team just the same week that I replaced Eric, so pretty cool to battle him. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good player. I think he has some championships and stuff, but yeah, right now I think we are 4, or no, what are we? I think we are either 4-1 or 3-1 in the TBU right now. I think we have like a +5 differential. I think we're tied for first along with Bub and Paul, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this week is not as important as others just because this is a out of conference match, and out of conference match are not as important because obviously I'm not competing with L5 for a playoff spot, but it's still really nice to get a win this week, just be over other people in my conference. But yeah, gonna be going up against L5 this week. I have a team built real quick, and both teams should be on the screen right now. Also, last week there was no upload just because we had a transfer week last week, and I did actually make some transfers. Before me, Leo actually dropped Mimikyu, and just Weavile dropped Superior, and I was going to actually pick up Pelipper over Politoed, but Bub actually right before me picked it up, which was pretty sad because now I'm stuck with Politoed, and I really do not like Politoed at all. But I dropped Togekiss for Mimikyu, Decidueye for Superior, so I got some nice mons on my team. These are 2 mons I'm really excited to use. Also, now this match will be on Wi-Fi. It won't be Citra though. I'm gonna actually try figuring out how to use Citra this week and try getting up for next week. I just got home to spring break. This is actually my first time being home in 2 months, which is really nice. I left my charger here, so I was able to charge up my DS, and I was actually able to battle. So this match versus L5 is going to be really interesting. It is my first time playing Wi-Fi in about 2 months, and I'm really rusty at it, and I was kind of not that excited to play this match just because, again, I have not played Wi-Fi in like 2 months. Should have really practiced some Wi-Fi though. But yeah, also on top of that, my matchup versus L5 was not that good, to be honest. He has like stuff, like if we look at the team matchup really quick, I'll just talk about it really quickly. What is it? I have Rain. Like, he has Tapu Fini, a very good counter to Rain. I was thinking about running like sub-disable Kingdra versus him. That would have been pretty cool, but I decided against it. There's a lot of other things like Mega Scissors, not the greatest because he has Volcarona and stuff. Also, I took Tornadus-T off the bench for Pangoro because I thought Tornadus-T was really good this match. What else is really good versus him? Or is really good versus me? That I'm really scared about. What else? His team is just really offensive. Salamis destroys me because I do not have a flying resist, so Z-Fly is going to be really scary. But yeah, I do have some stuff that's really good versus him. Like Tornadus-T is pretty good versus him, outspeeds his entire team, and can take on certain threats and just be a nice revenge killer with an inaccurate move though called Hurricane. And what else? Snorlax is good. Superior is pretty decent, but he has stuff to check it like Sneasel and stuff. But yeah, let's get right into the team that I built really quick. I built it around double AV users. Decided to go AV Tornadus-T. Just because, you know, he has a lot of special attackers that is really good for, like, this thing can take on Tapu Fini. Like, Tapu Fini might be his answer for this, and I can just spam Sludge Wave a little bit and pivot out with the Regenerator. What else? This also takes on it easily takes hits from Tran. Volcarona is kind of nice for it because I can Hurricane that thing. And then on top of that, nice AV to be able to even check Rotom Mo. If it's not like Specs or anything, I can hit up with a Hurricane or Sludge Wave, honestly. And yeah, running Hidden Power Ground for that Heatran. I didn't want to mess with Focus Blast, didn't want to mess with Superpower, and you know, Hidden Power Ground just hits it more because it's quite effective. And we got U-Turn just gain some momentum with Regenerator real quick. So yeah, that's that. Next we have an AV Snorlax. This thing takes on Volcarona, which is really nice. And these 4 coverage moves are very good versus his team. He does not have a proper switch in. So I got a Gunk Shot for Finny. Ice Punch, you know, can take on Mence. EQ is just really good for Gengar and Tran and stuff like that. and Rock Slide just to prevent Volcarona from setting up on me. Don't want to get burned with Flame Body with Return. So yeah, just max attack, very bulky still with an AV, can take on a lot of threats on his team. So next mon I am bringing is Mimikyu, because this thing's really nice for his team as well, just an SD Mimikyu. Wanted to run Woodhammer just to weaken that Finny, especially if I get an SD up, it just Oko's Finny, I'm pretty sure. I really want to fit Play Rough onto the set because, you know, I'm pretty weak to Salamence, and this means that I can just, it can break my disguise and I can Play Rough it. You know, check it pretty well. And I just wanted Shadow Sneak is also very good versus him because it checks threats like a Zelf, a Gengar, and just Birdie is really, really nice. But yeah, this is the team, or this is this is my Mimikyu. Decided that Ghost CMZ was really nice. I didn't want to run Play Rough over Shadow Claw just because I wanted a way to hit Volcarona and Heatran pretty hard. So that's where Ghost CMZ is nice because it can hit those things pretty hard as well as hit his Ments pretty hard. So yeah, my next mon Anaconda just can check threats like Finny. Very nice speed tier, not very nice speed tier actually, but just pretty nice versus team. He doesn't have the best like I don't know, it's just a nice revenge killer, so this is nice to help me take on stuff like Finny. But he always has Sneasel to revenge kill this thing as well. So that's kind of a problem, but I do have Mega Scizor, so I have to make sure this thing does not go early because obviously it's not that good versus team, but it's really nice to help me check Sneasel. I have Hidden Power Ice on this thing just because I don't want Ments to set up on me because, like for example, if he's like DDZ Fly Ments, which is what I'm mostly expecting, he could even have Fire Fang or Fire Blast on it, but I don't want to give him a free DD up. And with Z moves, if he doesn't have a fire move, like last gen non-fire move Ments could probably be checked by Mega Scizor. But with Z Fly and just like powerful Z moves, Mega Scizor is not a good check. So decided to go Aerial Ace over Superpower to hit Volcarona. Volcarona on the switch in most likely, or maybe if I'm at a point where if he sets up a Quiver Dance I just lose, I can just, you know, Aerial Ace on his Quiver Dance or something. Just a nice bullet punch for priority in the U-turn. So Hidden Power Ice should be able to 2-hit KO the Mensch unless he's like Yachi, which could be annoying, but I don't really expect Yachi in this matchup. He could potentially bring it though. And then my next one is going to be Nidoking. Wanted this to be my rocker because it beats his main form hazard removal in Finny with Sludge Wave, you know. Earth Power just really nice versus him. I didn't end up going Ice Beam for like the Ments because Sludge Wave does a ton to it anyway. And I really wanted Rock Slide because Quiver Dance Volcarona, like a really fat one, can actually set up on Nidoking. So I thought Rock Slide was a lot better, just to be able to Oko that thing if it tries to set up on me or something. But yeah, that is it for this team real quick. Hopefully I did a good job explaining it. We got double AV users, you know, just a win condition kind of right here. And then we got Serp and just, you know, some fun stuff on this team. Didn't have the greatest matchup though, but yeah. So we're gonna get in the battle real quick. This is my first time playing on Wi-Fi in 2 months, so was definitely a really scary match, not gonna lie. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the team, and let's get right into the battle. Peace. Alright, we are here with the actual battle up against L5, King L5. But yeah, make sure to go check out L5. His link will be in the description. Forgot to say that in the team builder, but from what I've seen, he's a pretty chill dude, so make sure you go check him out. Also, another thing, this battle was actually not recorded by me. This was recorded by Jolt of the Token Minorities. He did a huge favor for me because I actually, you know, my cord for my capture card, I actually left that at my dorm, I think. And I'm home for spring break, so I could not record it myself. So he decided to be a babe, and he recorded it for me and sent it to him. So make sure you go to check him out. His link will be in the description. Such a cool dude, another NPL guy as well. And yeah, he's cool. He's a cool dude. But yeah, today we're going to be going up against L5 right here. So just look at his team. He did bring the Ments. He brought the Heatran. He brought both of his fire types, being Train and Volcarona. He brought the Finny, which was pretty pretty expected. Gengar didn't do a ton to my team, but definitely could have seen it coming. And then even that Sneasel right there was pretty... it was alright. It was a nice revenge killer versus my team, for sure. It was a nice one just to kill Serp and stuff. Was expecting it to be either Band or Elo. I have to make sure to keep my Scizor around to make sure that thing isn't a threat and stuff, though. So we'll see how I do that. Yeah, this is recorded, so obviously I might pause between the video because it's not like actually, it's all pre-recorded, you know. So let's just start the game real quick. You guys should have seen the team builder, and if you didn't, that makes me really sad, and I hate you. No, I'm just kidding. If you skipped it, it is all good. But I'm just not going to go through the sets again. But yeah, L5 is going to lead off with his Salamence. I was debating whether leading off with my Tornadus-T or my Snorlax. Decided to go with Tornadus-T. So he led off with Mence. I need to get damage off on this thing to put in range of Shadow Claw for Mimikyu in case he wants a Dragon Dance like turn 1. So I'm just going to go for Hurricane. I do land it pretty nicely. And I'm just going to decide to sack off my Scizor right here. Now, this is a pretty bad play. I should have probably sacked off something else. Not sure. But Scizor right here, me sacking it off is not going to fare well for me because that's a lot of damage. And it just died, obviously. But now I'm very weak to Sneasel. I forget what else. There was something I should have sacked off instead. I think maybe like the Superior might have been a better sack. But yeah, I'm just going to be forced to go on to my Mimikyu right over here and take this EQ. And I'm just going to go for Z Xiaoclaw. Now, I did make a lot of misplays in this match. Now, immediately, the first misplay right here, I should have not gone for Z Xiaoclaw right here because Xiaoclaw plus Shadow Sneak did kill this freaking Salamence, and that was definitely a better play because I could have kept Z Shadow Claw for later, and you're gonna see it kind of matters later. This game would have been a lot better for me if I did keep the Z Shadow Claw, but yeah, I prematurely went for Z Shadow Claw when of course Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak would have killed, so wasted my Z move right there. And yeah, also I like how L5 actually decided to lead off with Salamence and just DD turn 1. Last time that happened to me, I got swept, if anybody remembers. Sadness. But this time I didn't, so you know, that's all that matters. I also did have a Mimikyu this time, but yeah, so now right here, this is when the Z Xiaoclaw mattered. I could have gone for Z Xiaoclaw right here, done like over 50%. Also, I did not see when he went in that he had a balloon. He was on a balloon, but I did not see the balloon. So I thought he didn't have a balloon. So right here, I'm going to go into Snorlax on his rocks, and I'm just going to go for EQ. Thinking I might pop a Shooker or something, or he's just going to switch out. Now that Mence is dead, everything is grounded. But of course, he is on a balloon, which just sucks for me. So right here, I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. And just trying to get damage off on this. He goes into Gengar. I guess he was expecting the return just to break my balloon. If I went for Rock Slide first, that would have been so much better for me because I would have gotten damage off on that Heatran, which is really important for later in the match. Plus, I would have already broken his balloon, so I wouldn't have to deal with that later. So right here, I'm actually going to go for Earthquake as he misses his Will-O-Wisp. And now that miss actually really sucks, as you'll see. I'll explain later why that miss was really bad. But yeah, I'm going to hit him up with an Earthquake, and Gengar is going to go down. So already that Z Xiaoclaw did hurt me a ton because I would have been able to weaken Heatran, and its air balloon would have already been gone. So kind of regretting that. But right here, I'm going to now go out into my Mimikyu on this Sneasel. I'm going to take some rocks damage and just get hit by a knockoff. For some reason, I thought that was banded damage for some reason since I have an item. I'm not sure why I thought that. I thought I calced it and it was damage. I must have calced it wrong. But right here, I'm just going to go for a Shadow Sneak. Obviously, another play probably that I should have not gone for. I should have gone for Shadow Claw in case he did switch out. Definitely was a better play. Or I could have even SD'd or something in case he did switch out. Because I knew Finny was a pretty decent switch into this Mimikyu. But obviously he did not know I had Wood Hammer. So I'm just going to Wood Hammer right here and get like 50% off. Obviously if I SD'd right here, I'd been able to kill it. But yeah, I misplayed right there. Definitely was not my most optimal play going for Shadow Sneak, just because it would have done nothing to Sneasel anyway, and I should have just went for a different move just in case he did switch to give me some momentum, because the Shadow Sneak damage wasn't that important. So yeah, I'm going to get a lot of damage off on Finny, just going to weaken in. Now it's in range of Sludge Wave. So right here, I go for my rocks because if he doesn't have any offensive investment, he would have not killed me, although he didn't really have a good Sludge Wave switch in either. So I should have potentially just gone for the Sludge Wave right over there, but he does stay in. He's going to kill me, and this is really problematic because I now do not have a good way to revenge kill this thing from this health. That is alive now. I think I could have actually gone Superior right here, and that was probably another misplay I made, but I decided to go Tornadus-T because I was thinking that Sludge Wave would kill. I mean, I knew it wasn't going to kill. Maybe I should have gone Serp. I actually don't know what would have killed. It was pretty, that's still a lot of health, and Superior isn't the strongest, so I don't know Leaf Storm would have killed, but Leaf Storm's still a strong hit point move. But obviously right there you're going to see him defog. That means I lost the rocks on my side of the field, but he also lost his. So yeah, still just wish I just Sludge Wave turn 1 because those rocks are not on the field anymore. The main reason why I wanted to get up those rocks were for the Sneasel, because it was a huge threat to my team since I let Scizor die like turn 2. And then also Volcarona was kind of a threat, but wasn't as scared of Volcarona. But it would have been nice, obviously, just chip damage is nice in general. So right here, I do outspeed this thing, so I'm just going to hit him up with a U-turn. It's going to do over 50%, which is really nice. And I'm just going to switch out into my, my Anaconda. I'm going to sack this thing. I only have 3 Mons left. We both are left with 3 Mons. He has Sneasel, Volcarona, and I forget what's his last Mon, but I got Superior, which is now dead, Snorlax, and Torrent-T. What's his last Mon? I don't remember. Finny died, but yeah, we're gonna go into Tornadus-T again. Oh yeah, his last Mon is Heatran on an Air Balloon. So right here, I'm gonna go to Revenge Kill this thing with Torrent-T. He's gonna Ice Shard, get some damage off, and I'm just gonna U-turn again, as that is going to kill him. And that's really, really nice because now Sneasel is dead. And so now all he has left is the Heatran and the Volcarona. So right here, I'm thinking that I can win with my my Snorlax right here because I am AV and I can take on both of these Mons. Obviously, he could burn me with Heatran, which might be able to cost me the game, but we'll see about that. So right here, I decided that my best play, instead of getting burned and weakening this thing for Volcarona, my best play was to go out into Torrent-T, because I can take any one hit, rocks aren't up, so I'm not going to get weakened, and this is definitely a bulky Tran. Or it looked like a bulky Tran, I think. I don't know if I knew this at this time, but he was a bulky Tran. Lava Plume is going to burn me, which is not the hugest deal, but kind of sucks. So right here, I'm just going to go for Hurricane to break this thing's balloon, as he's going to go for Lava Plume, and right here is going to be one of the biggest reasons why, obviously, that me going for Earthquake and not seeing the balloon really mattered, because if I went for Rock Slide 1, I got chip damage to put it in range of Hidden Power Ground, plus his Air Balloon would have been gone, so I would have been able to just kill this thing, which is kind of unfortunate, and I'm going to end up dying to this thing. So right here, I'm just going to go on my Snorlax, and Snorlax is gonna be able to win the game right here. Just gonna be able to hit this thing up with an EQ, and then his Volcarona, I'm gonna Rock Slide it. So I did win this game 1-0, which is really nice for me. But let me talk about this game a little bit. This game, I really did not like it. This is my first Wi-Fi game in like 2 months, but this was not a very good game in my opinion. Just because I felt I misplayed a lot in this game. There's so many things I could have done much better. I don't want to just completely blame me on Wi-Fi, but I felt that I was just really rusty on Wi-Fi as well. But yeah, another thing, I should have lost this game just because earlier, if you guys did not remember, that Wisp on Gengar missed my Snorlax. That chip damage was really important for him because it might have been able to put him in range, me in range of +1 Savage Spin Out from this Volcarona, and he could set up 1 Quiver Dance on my Snorlax because if I was burned, I would have not been able to kill. So that miss really mattered, and Snorlax ended up getting like 3 kills this match as well. It also would have not killed his Gengar with EQ if I did get burn. So there's just a lot of things that miss really sucked for L5, and I'm really sorry about that. Now, the reason why, okay, also another thing at the end, I'm pretty sure L5 also said that at the end right there when I had Snorlax, just Snorlax left and he had Heatran on like 10-20% and he had a full health Volcarona. He was saying that if he got the Lava Plume burn, he would have been able to win, I think, with Volcarona. I don't think that would have happened. He's just because he says after the Lava Plume damage, what is it? The Lava Plume damage plus burn damage, if he did burn, would have put me in range of +1 Savage Spin Out, and you could obviously set up 1 Quiver Dance on a burned Rock Slide. I don't know. I don't think it would have put me in range after the burn damage of 2 burns, because burn is only 6% this gen. It's very small. And I was an AV Lax. I was taking even not a +1. I was just taking a neutral Savage Spin Out very well. So I'm not sure. Might have been really, really close. Definitely, if he did burn me at the end, it would have helped him, because it would give him more room to win in case like I missed a Rock Slide, or if he crit with Savage Spin Out or something like that. I still don't think he would have won if he did burn at that time. But if he burned with me with the Gengar right there, he definitely did win, it looked like. Now, a lot of the misplays that I made, I don't think the prep was that bad. I think the prep was alright. One thing I wish that I did with the prep though instead was I think Yachi Berry Superior would have been really good for this match. I had Wise Glasses just because damage was nice, I was thinking, but Yachi was definitely a better item. I should have had some Resist Berry. So yeah, definitely definitely something on my part that I felt that I messed up. What else? So yeah, in the beginning of the game, let's just go right over here. In the beginning of the game, obviously, just gonna go through this battle a little bit. Obviously, I don't think I even commented this battle very well either, so hopefully the battles will be better in the future. But yeah, first misplay I felt right here. When I went for a Savage Spin Out, obviously I could have saved that. Then if I did save it, the Savage Spin Out, I could have, instead of switching right here, I could have just Savage Spin Out this thing. I would have broken its balloon. I would have put it around 40 to 50%. It would have had left after that Savage Spin Out. So that's something that was, or not that Savage Spin Out, that Never Ending Nightmare. So that's one misplay that I made. Another misplay that I felt that I made, obviously, was Earthquake and Air Balloon Terrain. I did not see the Air Balloon. That was a mistake. Another thing was the play right here was not going for Shadow Sneak for damage. This thing, Shadow Sneak damage would have not put this thing in range of anything. I need a Rocks damage to put in range of some attacks like a Hurricane. I guess Shadow Sneak might have put in range, but still, I think that Shadow Claw probably was the better play, or even, not even just Shadow Claw, probably Wood Hammer was the better play right here, because it would have done damage to this thing, and Shadow Claw would have not. And obviously he did switch into his Finny. I'm not sure, I don't know if that was that bad of a play. Definitely a lot better than my other two plays though. And then one other thing, yeah, right here, I should have not gone for Rocks right here. I should have just killed this thing. Wasn't thinking that he would have offensive investment on Finny, but Finny, obviously, like, it's bulky and stuff. He could have offensive investment. I should have not just thought he would have not. I still, yeah, even though, like, I don't know, this is also kind of a harder one. Plus Rocks, I don't know if we're that much worth it. I don't know, I'm not sure, but yeah, and I think that's it with my misplays. Yeah, I think I played decently for the rest of the game, which wasn't like much of the game, but yeah, I just didn't like this battle a ton, just because of all the misplays. The miss really sucked, and I know it helped me a lot, but it really sucks for L5. That just sucked. But yeah. Yeah, so what this battle puts us, it puts us at a 4-1 record. I think we are now +6 differential. I think we're second in the league. We're on top of our conference right now. Next week we're going to be going up against Trev CL, a really good friend of mine. Really excited for that battle. He took over around the same week as me. He took over for Quill. Yeah, I'm really excited to play Trev, not gonna lie. I haven't faced him since GPC a while back, and I didn't even end up uploading that battle. So the last like, and I don't even know if I'd consider that that much of a real match just because I built that team in like 15 minutes in a call with him, and I really didn't care about I wasn't really focusing much on the GPC. That time was a busy time for me as well. But my last real match was with him was in the NPL last season, the beginning of it, and that was a really close game. So really excited to battle Trev again. But yeah, make sure you go check out L5 and Jolt. They are the greatest. And yeah, hopefully I'll have some better battles for you guys soon. I finally got my my DS and everything. I'll try to learn Citra for next week. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.